To the death of a black Alabama man found hanging in an abandoned house 7 months after he filed a federal police brutality lawsuit. Colbert County Sheriff Eric Ballantyne confirmed to ABC News that a state autopsy ruled 39-year-old Dennoriss Richardson died by suicide in September. But the family's independent autopsy concluded that homicide or staged suicide cannot be ruled out, namely because the hyoid neck bone was missing from the body after it was sent to the family. Joining us now is Lee Richardson, the widow of Dennoriss Richardson, and family attorney Roderick Van Daniel. Thank you both so much for joining us. And Lee, of course, we're so sorry for your loss. The sheriff told ABC News the state forensic department removed the bone from your husband's body before the private autopsy and called it standard procedure. What explanation have you been given?
Actually, I have not been told anything. I haven't spoken to any of the authorities, even since I've gotten my autopsy back. That is very questionable to me with that being missing. I know that is standard procedure, but it definitely needs to be accounted for. And I also think that it needs to be made available to Dr. Shakur, and also with the crime scene photos, the rope, there are several pieces of evidence, of key evidence, that should have been examined and should still be examined and investigated for a thorough investigation.
The sheriff told ABC that he, along with the FBI, who is investigating, stand by the findings that ruled your husband's death a suicide. What do you think happened to your husband?
In all honesty, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know 100% that he did not commit suicide. Dennoriss, since an infant, had chronic asthma and COPD. All of his life, he's been very scared and kind of anxiety. He would have anxiety attacks if he couldn't breathe. He kept his rescue inhaler on him at all times. That is just not a way that he would, even process to leave this world. I would really love to be able to have a private investigation going along with the feds also. Not questioning, that they're not going to do what they say they're going to do, but I need everything accounted for, and I need everyone to have someone behind them making sure that that investigation is thorough.
And Mr. Van Daniel, you represented Dennoriss in his federal lawsuit against Alabama police, alleging in part excessive force. You think the suit in any way played a part in Dennoriss's death?
To me, for the suit is a part of a long precedent of the community for the black citizens being harassed in the community. And maybe not, but the whole investigation is suspicious to me. And why wasn't the private medical examiner given the rope, given the hyoid bone, which is very important for this investigation? Also, the crime scene photographs. And again, I think this whole investigation is suspicious to me.
When you asked for the hyoid bone, when you asked for the rope or the crime scene photos, what explanation were you given?
It's under investigation.
But they told us it's an ongoing investigation because the FBI came in.
Okay. Where do things stand with that lawsuit at this point?
We're moving forward with the lawsuit. We have Ms. Richardson, she substituted as the party, so we're moving forward. We just have to amend the complaint, but the judge awarded us to substitute her as the party.
And Lee, what would you like people to know about your husband, Dennoriss, as a father, as just a friend?
He was a wonderful man. He just had that spirit of uplifting. He never was negative in any way. He is the person that any friend or family member would go to for just solid advice. He's going to call it ace a ace, a deuce a deuce. He was just a very real person. He was very spiritual. And he was a great father.
Well, we thank you so much for talking with us, Lee Richardson, Roderick Van Daniel, and again, our condolences for the passing of your husband.
Thank you so much for having us.
We thank you.